no more Hispanic workers on his job site, so they called him in.
Not y'all melting. You all are like disintegrating into the rooftops and cement. Like, you voted for Trump so that he could take immigrants out to get jobs back that you never had. And you're dissolving outside in this heat. Y'all should have went for corporate jobs. Go take them out. Go take them out, because you all gonna go extinct at this rate.
This guy over here, you think the sun is playing out in Mexico as well? Look at this. He created a whole shade hat with cardboard because his little bucket hat was not doing the job. And that's not all, y'all. The sun has been so bad, this company had to hire extra men to hold up this tarp on this roof so they can nail in the shingles in peace. The sun is out here playing no games. It is putting out God level radiation, man. Look at this. This man got a whole snowsuit on, y'all. Look at this. What? How do you guys feel about snow gear in 100-degree weather? Would you do it? Could you? And just to let you know, people are still seeing the two suns.
Include the fact that Donald Trump's plans for the economy would accelerate inflation and invite a recession by the middle of next year. Increase inflation, and by the middle of next year would invite a recession.
Trump just made America's biggest mistake. They drove the workers away. Now the whole country is falling apart. Latest news from the White House. Massive evictions backfired. California farmers watched $2 billion worth of crops rot in the fields. 4,000 farm workers disappeared overnight. Grocery prices up 40% in 2 weeks, and it's only going to get worse. Construction sites in Texas look like ghost towns, half-finished hospitals, schools, bridges, just abandoned there. Contractors say we lost 80% of our workforce in one raid. Seniors in Florida are suffering the most. Nursing homes can't find people to work 30% to 50% staff shortages everywhere. One nursing home has closed forever. These undocumented workers aren't taking jobs. They're doing jobs that no one else wants to do. The streets of LA are now littered with trash restaurants close at 6 p.m. No dishwashers, no cooks, no cleaners. America wants them gone, but forgets who keeps us alive. Is this enforcement, or will the country destroy itself? The real question is, who will clean up the mess after we clean them up?
Financially as well as emotionally. It takes a toll. You know, you get to know these guys. You become their friends. Just not an employer, but a friend. And you see what happens to their family. It's quite a shock. They did everything right, and they all had their work permits. They all, a couple and few of them have driver's licenses. They worked with me on the Navy base, which had to go through intense security, and they found out all about their past. And you become connected with them and more than just a boss employee.
You voted for Donald Trump?
Yes, I did.
If you had a chance to sit across the president like you do now with me, what would you say to him?
Well,
all right, guys, I got something weighing heavy on my heart. I really got to get it out there. I realized I was wrong. I've been on the wrong side of history. I've been supporting the wrong party all along. And I talked with some people over the last few months, and I've decided I'm going to go ahead and become a Democrat, because they're the party of truth, liberty, and freedom. They stand for the American people. They stand for what's best for this nation. And I don't know how I can apologize for being so far on the wrong side of history.
Feel tough with your assault rifles and your sticks. You should be standing here with us. You're on the wrong side of history. We know you got a job to do, but you took an oath to the Constitution, not to the fascists in the White House. Think about what you're doing now. Think about what this means. Coming into our community. Peaceful fucking community. People working their jobs. They send in men in military fatigues, weapons of war, into our communities. And you stand here and you allow it. I am sick and tired of it. You should be sick and tired of it. You think any of these people in the White House sending you these commands give a fuck about you? Not one of them do. They laugh at you. Our president laughs at you. He calls you fools. He said the people who died overseas in the military were chumps. That's who you're defending right now.
Hello lovelies, welcome back to today's episode. After I see this MAGA construction business owner, the way they are complaining that ICE took all their workers, now they no longer have any workers. It's quite funny to see, after I saw this video, this white man you have seen, he got burned by the sun because his skin is not allowed to spend a lot of time under the sun. Now, you have seen how he looks like because they told him, we no longer have these Hispanic workers who need to come and help us doing this work. Now you see, these people, the time they told them, please, you need to be very careful. Don't vote for getting rid of this migrant to take them out of this country. Now, see what is really happening. You have seen how a lot of people are keep complaining. Last time we made a video, this MAGA was sending a advice to DT what he should do so that his construction site will not keep struggling because he no longer have workers. He's losing a lot of money.
Make America great again. Yeah, well, the thing is, we're all still waiting. We're all still waiting for America to be made great again. It's been what, since January? I'm so sick and tired of the people sending me messages and commenting on my posts saying, oh, you must be a Democrat. Oh, you never voted for Trump. You know what? I did. I voted for him, guess what? Both times. Both times. But this is the thing. It's been what, 6 months, okay? Keep saying blame it on Congress. It just seems to me like every time he gets on the stage now, there's a different agenda, there's a different feel to things. He doesn't talk about helping you, he doesn't talk about helping me or anyone that's middle class, low class, poor, okay? He doesn't talk about helping the American fucking people anymore. And I want to know why. We're so distracted with war and all the shit going on that it just feels like we've been forgotten. And I'll say it every day for the rest of my life if I have to, because I 100% believe it's the truth. I can feel it in my bones. We were forgotten about, and I feel like I've been had, so to speak. Like, I believed it, I trusted it, I'm still hopeful, but unfortunately, I've pretty much given up 95% of my hope. I'm still hoping, but like I said, I have so much hope that I stopped watching the news.
What did you expect when you voted for a felon, a criminal, someone who bankrupted 2 casinos? What did you expect? He said he wanted to be a dictator on day one. That's what you're getting. This is what dictator looks like, because dictators don't give a fuck about any of us. But you chose this because you didn't want to vote for the black lady with the weird laugh. You chose to have families ripped apart. Do you know what's happening in my neighborhood while you're whining? People are being kidnapped, disappeared by men in masks. People who are legally here, citizens, children. You expect us to feel sorry for you when we tried to tell you that this was gonna fucking happen and you didn't listen. We all beat the drum as loud as we could that this was going to happen. We could have had all of those things. We could have had healthcare, food benefits, peace. Now look. Are you guys going to own this? Are you going to say, yes, this is my fault? Or are you going to whine and cry like you're a victim? You can't, when you vote for the same thing 3 times in a row, It's not a mistake. You didn't want to vote for the black woman. And now here we are. And
all right, guys, I got something weighing heavy on my heart. I really got to get it out there. I realized I was wrong. I've been on the wrong side of history. I've been supporting the wrong party all along. And I talked with some people over the last few months, and I've decided I'm going to go ahead and become a Democrat because they're the party of truth, liberty, and freedom. They stand for the American people. They stand for what's best for this nation. And I don't know how I can apologize for being so far on the wrong side of history. But I truly regret anything I did to hurt your feelings. And I expect the admonishment. I'll take it. Hopefully you can help me heal through it and grow as a human to be more accepting and more loving of my newfound party allegiance. Hopefully you won't be too hard on me. It's really, really, really taken a lot for me to come out and say this. So, if you're gonna get into the comments, just please take it up easy on me. I'm feeling very emotional and vulnerable right now, and I could use the support.
Nah, MAGA, come back to the front. Come back to the front. Y'all was all loud and bold and proud of everything. No. This is exactly what you voted for. Don't sit up here talking about something you were lied to. No, baby, you believe the lie you told yourself. You were trying to rationalize the thoughts of an irrational person, and now you sitting up here acting like you're in confusion. Nah, baby, this is exactly what you voted for. Now that Mimo and Papa don't have the Medicare coverage they need to take care of dialysis, now you talking about something that's not what you voted for. Now that he took away research funding for cancer treatment and the HIV vaccine, oh, now this ain't what you voted for. Now that you and your kids can't eat no more because he took away SNAP benefits because you're disabled and can't get Medicaid for you and your kids no more. Now that ain't what you voted for. Oh, no, baby, you voted for it all. You voted for it all. But because you thought it was going to affect people who look like me and other marginalized communities, you was more than willing to vote for him because you thought it was not going to affect you. I'll say it once, I'll say it twice, I'll say it 3,000 times. Unless you are a millionaire, billionaire, or a dictator, you are a minority as well to that man. And now the rest of us got to find out because you decided to F around. I hope that helps.
Trump's massive deportation plan is not really about fighting crime. That's one of the biggest lies that's ever been told in history. So what is it about? It's about racially re-engineering the United States. That's what it's about. Changing the culture of the United States, changing the racial profile of what the United States looks like. The true goal of Donald Trump, Stephen Miller, Project 2025, and the techno-fascists all revolve around this pseudo-scientific belief that there is a racial superiority among the original people who immigrated to the United States, the first white Anglo-Saxon Protestant settlers, and they believe that these are the true Americans. And once the Latinos and black people and other immigrants to this country are either imprisoned in for-profit prisons or deported, and that our laws that demand equality are reversed or perverted, it's an attempt to reposition these white men into the original positions of power that they imagined from the early days of the country.
Have you seen these 3 videos? Let's talk about them.
Told ICE agents arrived this morning here right around 6 o'clock in the morning. We don't know how many people were detained. One of the farm workers we talked to said ICE agents were chasing some of their co-workers around until they were detained.
The farms.
Officials here were in fact ICE agents, and the people working at this facility were bussed out around 1 p.m. today. In the video we captured, it shows officials moving people into this white bus. These people were handcuffed with zip ties. The bus had shades preventing people from seeing who's inside.
meatpacking industry.
Impacting this construction project, but many others in the region as well. An industry expert telling us that these raids are having more drastic impacts now than in the past.
How does any of that make sense? This is about cruelty, and we are shooting ourselves in the foot. The number went up. It's 3,000 people a day. Elementary school graduations. Courthouses, people doing it the legal way. 6 in the morning, at work, in the fields, picking. The logic that Americans are going to want to do these jobs? Like, what's the plan? Who's going to do these jobs? Like, think about it. Like, this can get even crazier really fast.
Welcome to Alligator Alcatraz. The entrance here is a 30-foot tall wall. None of this was here 5 days ago. It's got razor wire on the top. Just unbelievably impressive what the state of Florida has done here. Over my shoulder is the actual facility. As you can see, we'll be entering soon. This is the entry gate for Alligator Alcatraz. Whew, got mosquitoes everywhere. They're like playing. There you go. Look at that. You can see. You go in, you don't come out. And if you do, the alligators get you. And the mosquitoes. Jeez. All right. Okay, we'll show you inside. Follow along. It's going to be amazing.
Amount of excitement that's coming out of this reporter that's reporting from Alligator Alcatraz right now is truly unsettling. This is a legitimate fucking concentration camp, and nobody can convince me otherwise. I don't give a fuck what anybody says. This is in the middle of literally southern fucking Florida in the summertime, and we have masked men kidnapping people off the streets and putting them in places like this. Truly, truly disturbing, though, the amount of enjoyment coming out of this reporter. We are truly fucked.
Do you want to hear a shocking number? For every 1 million people deported from the United States citizens, 88,000 of them, in fact, lose their jobs. Now, this isn't a new number. It's a number that we've known about since the Obama administration, when a study was commissioned to see how his mass deportations affected the workforce in the United States. And every year since then, they've continued to aggregate the data, and the numbers haven't changed. When you deport 1 million individuals, it doesn't raise wages magically. In fact, U.S. workers lose jobs. 88,000 per million. That's a pretty high number. That comes out to about every 11 people we deport, 1 U.S. citizen loses their job. And it's not just in constructions and the trades, it's in restaurants, it's in hospitality, it's in agricultural, it's in every job field across the United States. Because the program manager who's overseeing a housing development is going to lose their jobs when all of a sudden they can't build any more homes. The restaurant owner that might own 5 or 6 restaurants as a group is going to lose all of them when they have no back of the house staff, because the primary people in the back of the house in most kitchens in the United States are undocumented migrants. So if 88,000 workers per 1 million deported doesn't shake you up, maybe 1 per every 11 does. But either way, mass deporting individuals from this country does not help increase wages or make more jobs. The studies are clear. For the last decade and a half, when you deport people, American citizens lose their jobs.
When you see these people saying we no longer want immigrants, it's quite funny to see how this time around they don't want to show the whole world that they made a mistake. They are keep trying to resist, because I know for them they know they made a mistake. How come, farmers, they are the big industry, they are the big system which hold the American economy, and then all of a sudden you are saying we don't want this migrant working in these farms. You are bringing famine, you are bringing American people starving, because if you really care about them, you should not even touch about these farmers, workers, or these restaurants or hotels. You all remember, since this new administration came in place, you have seen a lot of people were complaining also about the tariffs. You have seen each and everything. You have seen how tariffs cause a lot of damages than anyone ever expected to see. You have seen this time around, America is looking like a lonely place. They no longer have that friendship, that cooperation with the foreigner affair, with foreigner countries because of these tariffs. You know that Canada has been a good friend, a neighboring friend. Mexico was the same, exchanging products, goods, each and everything, industrial products here and there, like neighboring countries. But since these tariffs came in place, you have seen everything scattered. Each and everyone is no longer feel free to come in America because when they say about ICE, everyone would think you would feel it, I think, 5 times. When they talk about tariffs, of course, what are you going to sell in America when there is tariffs? Of course, you are going to get discouraged. When you've been taking a lot of avocados, tomatoes from Mexico to America, of course, you are going to put your business on hold because how are you going to manage these tariffs? You have seen each and every time a lot of damages. It is something which is like an open book right now. Seeing these white MAGAs coming to complain that we are struggling, our businesses are no longer moving, I think it's because of their faults. If you really care about your businesses, you've been a business owner for years, making profits, cashing, having a lot of workers, all of a sudden, when they try to tell you about the Project 2025, when they try to tell you this administration, once you made a mistake to bring it back in office, you are going to regret. Now your business is scrambling. You no longer have anything to do. You no longer have anywhere to go for a help. You are just coming out on internet to complain. But I don't think if internet is going to help you because everyone is going to mock you. Everyone will make fun of you. And it will keep hurt you the most because it's you who brought yourselves online. If you had the workers for decades, these people has been working for you. I think these white people, they thought that these Hispanic people, this Latino, they are just like their properties. Because you can't tell how someone has been working for you for 15 years. When you hear some policies, new policies, which are going to get rid of them, which are going to take them away from you, and you know very well the profit they make for you, and you come out to agree to vote that things, what is the meaning of this? Now, after this, people are no longer there, and you are not going to see them back because maybe you will wait another administration or maybe they will change something, but I don't think so. This time around, when you see how this mass deportation, they are keep putting a lot of trillions of dollars, I don't think it's something which is going to end right now. People need to get used. If you've been having 50 workers or 20 workers, you only remain with 2. Just know how to manage it, or you reduce your business. You do business where your hand will reach, because you are the one who came out to vote for this. You are the one who caused each and everything we are seeing right now. You are the one who never cared about your workers. You are the one, when the ICE started to do mass deportation, taking this migrant in a brutal way, in an inhuman way, you were just there, sitting in your couch, watching on TV. You never did anything to stop it. You never raised up your voice to say, no. These things you are doing are going to affect us. Stop what you are doing. You kept saying, let this man do his work. He wants to make America great again. This is why we voted for him. You were seeing whenever something happened, this MAGA will say, that's why I voted for you. Keep doing your work. I don't understand why till date, some people don't see that there is a big mistake, there is a big danger coming out, because you can't tell how America, like we said, is always built on migrant. You have seen how UNHCR kept bringing these refugees from across the world. Some people may see them a way of wasting money, but they know what they are doing because that's the labor. Whenever you feel you are not going to work, these people will come and repress you. These people will come on a site and try to help building. Those are powers. Now, when someone come out and say, no, 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 take all of them to their home country, we no longer want them. This is something already hard. This is something which is going to make a lot of people go stuck. Now, when you don't want to see beyond, when you don't want to see the situation, you are just there being ignorant, crapping. You have seen this alligator. Everyone is talking about it. You have seen the condition, the situation. Whenever they take someone there, it's a deadly prison. Because you can't tell someone is going to survive in that cold, in that water, in that risk environment, and no one is talking anything about it. You are just there. This is what this MAGA are going to feel in this coming 4 years if they don't do anything. If they don't change anything ASAP, you are going to keep crying. Every day they detain Latinos. Every day they take them back to their home country. They are not going to come back right now. If you've been doing real estate business, like deliver almost 600 houses in 2 weeks, this time around you no longer have anyone to work for you. This is a fail. This is a loss. What are you going to do? Of course, you are going to close because there is no way you are going to get back that big labor of Latinos to work for you. Where are you going to get them from? Now you see, guys, let me know what you think about this video. Drop your opinion in the comment section. Thank you. See you in my next episode.